Disclaimer. We are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals, just married. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Let's do this.
Sessions and lessons unscripted. The mic crackles truth unrestricted. Voices raw like alleys at midnight. Spitting fire, no filter, just insight.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Joel. She's making faces at me. How dare she? Anyway, this is Joel, host of Sessions and Lessons. Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. Okay, now you can go.
Hello, everybody.
That's Gloria,
Yeah,
the one and only.
yeah,
Thank God.
yeah. The world can't handle more than one.
Absolutely not. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's doing awesome. How are you, Gloria?
Choking on chocolate.
Yeah, she decided to eat a little piece of chocolate before we came on, so now it's all sticky and she's having an issue over there. She's always having some kind of issue.
I am. My face and my nose are just looking weird.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's that new cat. I don't know if you're developing new allergies or just, yeah.
I don't know if it's allergies because, I'm retaining, my face isn't so round today and my nose kind of went down a little bit.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a few degrees short from my doctor degree, so I couldn't tell you.
I wouldn't expect you to know.
I don't know. Well, I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for tuning in to Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. We appreciate you as always. Today, Gloria and I were kind of discussing something a little more on the lighthearted, fun side. We've been, I don't know if you guys have been listening to the episodes lately, but we talked about my backstory, talked about Gloria's backstory. We kind of did a follow-up episode after that. And again, you guys, if you ever have any questions or comments about anything we say, anything like that, don't hesitate to get a hold of us. It's not hard to find us. You can either use our email, socials. TikTok for us is the really hot one. Would you say that's the hottest one?
Yeah, that's the one that we get more interaction with.
Yeah, out of all the socials, TikTok seems to be the place to go, which kind of gets me a little nervous, right? Because isn't there that whole thing that TikTok's going to be gone?
I don't know. They're talking about keeping it but making changes and just I don't know, whatever.
Well, whatever it is, we all gotta adapt, right? I mean, if it's gone, it's gone.
I mean, think about how many apps have come and gone since, the internet's been big. It started off with MySpace and then Facebook.
Right.
Then we got Vines and TikTok and just,
one will replace it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever. Trying to make the best of what we got right now. So, yeah, but the hottest place is usually the
tick of talk.
The talk ticks. Speaking of, there's also a group that we had started on there. You guys, if you're ever on TikTok, you could search us out, and there's like a special, I guess you could make like groups or something like that. So we ended up making a group. A lot of great people in that group. A lot of like-minded people. Just want to give a shout out to all you guys. You guys are awesome.
Bunch of nice guys.
Yeah, super nice people. And yeah, I mean, feel free to join. And we all goof around and have fun. And sometimes we hold each other up and help each other out. And it's awesome. I love it.
I just lurk.
She sure does. People want more glow, right?
Tell them why I haven't been so active on social media.
Oh, this is a good story, and this is so fitting because this is Gloria. So she decided she wants to do laundry. And then that same day, I get I think it was a phone call. I washed myself She decided to wash one of the blankets. She scooped it up without looking. Her phone was in there on the bed when she scooped up the blanket, threw the blanket, phone and all, in the wash, and washed her cell phone.
It's utterly clean at the moment.
So if anybody needs a washed, completely rebooted, and
Useless cell phone.
that's soaking in rice, that's pretty much useless at this point.
It's gone.
So anyway, so then she washed her phone, and of course she can't be without the phone. So in a rush, I just hurried up and got her something off of Amazon, which was unlocked, and then that didn't turn out to work. So she can make calls and receive calls, but couldn't do messages and can't download apps. And then, okay, well, we'll just return that one. And then I had the bright idea of getting her another one. And again, she has no apps, no nothing. So we're waiting sometime this week for her to get her phone back.
Yeah, it's coming tomorrow or Tuesday because they sent me a message this morning that it was on its way.
So, yeah, that's why she hasn't been around lately.
But let me tell you something.
Oh, boy.
I told Joel, don't make things so complicated. Just give me the same exact phone that I washed.
Okay, and what's the point of this?
That we could have avoided all these problems if you would have just gotten me the phone that I had asked you for.
Well, excuse me for trying to give you an upgrade. No,
I don't need it. Okay,
duly noted.
what do I use my cell phone for? Now I need it.
Well, I know it's not reading my text or any of my messages.
No, definitely not. Everything but that. No, but I need a cell phone for work. You know, because they track me at work and
Well, yeah, everything is online now.
yeah, so I have to do all my paperwork, which is a blessing now because back, a while ago we had to do paperwork and it was such a pain.
No, I remember that.
So they moved everything online and it's been wonderful, but smart me.
Accidents happen, although they happen a lot with Korea. Whatever. I love her though. I would never trade it for anything.
He's like, have you read did you see the message I sent you on TikTok? No.
Yeah, but even when you had a phone, this is a normal occurrence.
Yeah, but now I have an actual reason why my phone is not working.
There's no excuses. You should drop what you're doing and read what I send you.
Anyway,
Even if it's a stupid cat video.
outside of that, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but Joel and I actually published our first set of commercials.
Well, not really.
Well, my first set.
Yeah, because you don't want to be filmed.
I hate it.
Trust me. If you guys ask me for a picture of me, I have no pictures. Even when I was younger, I hated taking pictures.
Well, ordinarily I wouldn't mind, but because I don't know what's going on with my face, like it's swollen.
Yeah,
It's like super round and
like you'll just break out in hives out of the blue.
yeah, I had like hives and then they went away.
One of her nostrils is bigger than the other one.
Yeah, like it was like one part of my face was like really swollen and the other one wasn't because I have been losing weight.
Mm-hmm.
So, my face was thinning out, but I noticed when we were filming the commercials that I was retaining water in my face.
I don't know.
It's weird. I gotta go to the doctor and check it out.
Well, you gotta go in soon anyways. I'd probably address that. There's a couple things I gotta address when I go back too.
Yeah.
So. All right, guys. So enough of the chit chat and useless stuff that me and here are talking about. We thought about just doing another like top 10 list type of thing. Seems like you guys like when we do those, so we headed over to.
We just wanted to do something a little bit more light, considering the topic of.
Oh, we're trying to get more not serious, but kind of stick to the plan, as lack of a better term. But anyway, so we decided to go to the chat GPT, ask it a question, and then whatever question it spits out, Gloria and I are going to answer them. And the subject today was growing up as a Gen Xer, or kind of nostalgic type of stuff. And when it comes to that, and I'm sure like other generations can maybe relate to some of these, so we're not trying to single any one group out or whatever. So, would you like to begin as she takes a bite of chocolate?
Why are you telling people my business?
Because we can tell you're eating something. Lip smacking over there.
It's some sugar-free candies. Let's see if I
Okay, well, don't eat too many of those. You know what happens.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyways,
So, what is this? We're asking each other questions?
we're just going to read the questions as our friend on the internet spits it out, and then we're just going to answer them.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, question number 1. What's something kids today will never understand about growing up Gen X? Which you're more of a Zennial, right? You're like in between.
I don't know. This is so stupid because I hate I'm a millennial and
I mean, I'm not big into those terms
I
either.
don't know. I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, whatever that makes me.
Well, you were born in 81.
Right.
I was born in 75. So you're
1900.
yeah, the 1900s. Feels like the 1900s. So what's something they will never understand about you growing up?
Rollerblading.
I have never rollerbladed, and I cannot. My mind can't wrap around the concept. Like ice skating either.
I used to rollerblade a lot, and then I didn't.
Yeah, I never
Once I
rollerbladed.
started driving, I didn't bother with my bicycle anymore. I didn't bother with the rollerblades or roller skates for that matter. Mm-hmm.
I would almost want to say, not as much supervision, more freedom when we were kids.
We ran around like wild monkeys.
Yeah, like and like wild animals, and they had to
Zero
gather us.
supervision.
They had to gather us up. But all of us kids had that understanding that once the street lights came on, you better head your, home. Or if you heard your mom screaming out the door.
My mom wasn't a screamer. She would just be like, if you're not home by 9 o'clock, and she's like, I don't mean 9:01. I don't mean 9:02. If you're not in the house by 9 o'clock, you're catching one.
Oh, once the street lights came on and it started getting dark out, parents were already poking their heads out like, "Where's my kid?"
Yeah.
I guess I don't know now, but kids nowadays they just want to stay inside and play, video games, right? They don't go out as much. Well, that's not completely true, right? Because we have kids in our family that do active stuff, right? They're not always sitting in front of a TV.
They have their phones now.
No, that and tablets, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just amazing to me. I mean, what was our version of phones or tablets back then?
The television was our...
Well, yeah, TV for sure. Because I watched a ton of TV.
No, and then when we got older, they came out with the Nintendo and the...
Or do you remember those little tiger games?
I had so many of those. I love those things.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I don't
It's
know.
all pixels.
Yeah, it was like just little figures that just kind of did the same repetitive thing over and over.
Yeah, they'd only had like a few buttons, so you can go like forward,
Oh, you did?
backward.
Yeah,
and
forward,
jump.
back, and jump.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. All right, let's go with question number 2, shall we? What was your favorite freedom moment as a kid, riding your bike till the streetlights came on, staying up late for MTV, or something else?
For me, it was riding my bike.
I would agree with that. Yeah, when I rode my bike a lot when I was
My mom had no clue where we were. Once we all had bikes, I would take my brothers like maybe on long bike rides, and I'm talking from like one suburb to like 3 different suburbs.
Let me ask
over.
you this: like, did you have like that imaginary border that you couldn't pass, and then you would like get closer to it, closer to it, closer to it, until you like passed it a little bit, came back, then you got daring the next day and went past even more?
No, it was like my mom said, stay in the neighborhood, and we were like 5 towns over.
Yeah, I started venturing very far,
Yeah.
and then I'd come home and watch MTV.
No, I would we would just do stuff on bikes, and it was always like my brothers and me and like a group of friends, and
Yeah.
we'd just be riding bikes.
Yeah, that's how it was with me. I mean, sometimes we'd get together, ride our bikes somewhere, and go play basketball or football or
It was always
softball.
something. It was always something. Or
Yeah.
we would ride our bikes to like the local swimming pools.
hmm
We had like 3 of them that we used to visit.
I've never
Three.
been to a local swim. I don't think I've ever been to a local swimming pool.
Really, we had what was it called? So we had a local pool in our junior high.
hmm
That was the Aircoys pool. And then we had I don't know what it was called. It was like Magic Waters or Rainbow Park or something like.
I want to say it's Magic Waters.
Yeah, that was in Des Plaines.
hmm
And that you had to get like you had to go with your parents or something. It was like
Right.
an amusement area. And then because it was weird where we grew up. It was like Rosemont where we lived,
hmm
but we were on the border, so we were considered unincorporated.
Okay.
But we got to go to like the Rosemont swimming pool. When the other kids in Des Plaines had to pay like $5, we only had to pay like $1 something to get in.
Oh, because you're a resident or whatever.
Yeah, because we were residents of Rosemont technically, because we were right on that borderline.
hmm
And that one was pretty cool. It was a deep, deep pool. Like it was just like a big indoor pool.
I don't do water.
No?
I cannot. The beach or the pools. And I think I know why. So it's not that, I mean, I will go maybe neck high, but underwater, absolutely not. Although I got daring the last few couple times I've done it, and I've gone underwater, but like not for long. But I think because when I was a kid and we used to go to the beach, I had uncles that always wanted to tease me and grab me and try to throw me in the water, and I didn't know how to swim. So I'm like deathly afraid that I'm gonna drown. And they would always like grab me, like try to drag me underwater. And ever since I can't do it.
Yeah. You're lucky. My uncles were a lot more worse than that.
That's I've never forgotten that. I'm sure he's not listening.
I'm just remembering right now the second story that I was going to tell on our Halapalooza special.
Well, it's too late now, so
No, I want to see it.
sure, go ahead.
So one of my uncles, we make tamales, and for some reason they decided to make them out of a pork head.
Okay.
And
Cabeza, which is
cabeza.
Uh,
I don't like it. But anyways,
or head cheese. What do they call it? Head
Blech.
cheese.
Either way, it's gross.
Okay.
It's not gross, not my thing though. I don't want to eat something's face like that. But anyways, one of my uncles thought it would be funny because we would go to the butcher store or the butcher shop, and they would just get the head and they would just wrap it up like in wax paper and hand it to you. So my uncle thought it would be hilarious to take this pig head and chase me around the house with it because it was the first time that I had ever been exposed to a pig head. And I was traumatized.
You know what used to traumatize me when I was a kid?
What?
Speaking of uncles, because he used to do this too. They would fold their eyelids like backwards or inside out,
Ew, I know what you're saying.
and then chase me around the house. They used to gross me out so bad. And then even my mom would do it.
Ew.
Yeah, my mom would do it sometimes. Sorry, Mom. But my uncle was bad for that. But then he also did hook me up a bunch of times too. So it's like I took the good with the bad. Like another quick story. So one Christmas, I wanted a keyboard, right, of the piano, because I was learning how to play piano and everything.
Yes.
So my parents had got me one. My dad got me one, but it was in the closet, right? Because it's not Christmas yet. Like you can't have it till Christmas.
Right.
So they would go to church or some kind of meeting thing, and my uncle had to babysit me because they didn't want to take me with, or I didn't want to go or whatever. So they had him watch me. So he's like, hey, do you want to see what you got? And then he would pull it down because they had it up in the closet hiding. He'd pull it down. He opened it up so you couldn't tell that it was open. And then he would let me play it. So I would be playing piano while my parents are gone. And then he would like pack it back up like it was when he found it and put it back in the closet. So I was out by the time I got it on Christmas, I already put a bunch of miles on it. It was kind of awesome.
Anyways, let's get back. I'm sorry, guys. I had to go off topic.
Yeah, she totally did. That's what she does.
I do.
All right. What was your version of social media before social media? Passing notes, party lines, the mall? What was it?
So I had the luxury of having my best friend live in the apartment complex next to me. My bedroom window, we lived on the third floor and he lived on the basement.
Okay, how does that work?
He lived in one apartment complex, which is a building,
Right.
and I lived in another building. His bedroom was facing my bedroom, but I was on the third floor and he was on the
Right, on the ground, basically.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he would stick his head out looking up and I would stick my head down and we would just yell at each other across.
Well, I guess that's how it would work.
Yeah, I would throw like a rock or a penny so it would hit his window and he would stick his head out. And we would talk like that. And then eventually one of the neighbors that lived in between us on I think it was his building. It was like late at night and we were goofing off and I was telling him like, oh, we should get to bed because we have to get up and go to school. We used to walk to school together, you know? And the lady in the middle of his side, you know, which was between his floor and my floor, so she was like on the second floor, stuck her head out the window and she's like, look, you little craps, if you guys don't go to sleep, I'm going to go knock on your parents' doors and tell them that you guys do this all freaking night. So we kind of started to cut down on that because we didn't want that lady to tell on us.
Mine will kind of tie into that, I guess, as weird as that sounds. My social media was either passing notes or calling on the phone. Like we actually talked on the phone.
Yeah.
You would call and you'd tie up the line when your mom's yelling at you because she wants to use the phone.
Or do you remember once, well, I don't know if you guys had internet or not, but we had internet at our house. And it would be like, wee,
Yeah, the modems.
the modems. Yeah. So I remember you would pick up the phone and you would hear instead of a dial tone, it would be like a modem thing if somebody was online.
I honestly don't think we ever had internet.
No?
I had already moved out by the time they got internet.
Oh, okay.
Because I moved out at 15, so
Yeah.
it's like I was already gone.
We used to go to, I guess, Kmart and
Kmart, wow.
and they used to have the AOL CDs. Remember?
I think they used to hand those out for free, right? You got
Yeah.
this for free.
You got those for free, and then you would put that in your computer.
Yeah.
And if you had a modem, you could set it up, and it would take you to AOL,
And then you would have internet.
and then you would have internet. So that's how we got it. We figured out how to use the phone and we were like little MacGyvers, let me tell you.
Yeah. All right.
We also had walkie talkies.
Yeah, we dabbled in that too.
Yeah, once my friend at the time had gotten walkie-talkies for his birthday. So he gave me one and I gave him one, and that's how we would talk.
Was it like on Stranger Things when they would do the back and forth on the radios?
Yeah.
Stranger Things. Bleh.
Blah. Okay, let's move on.
All right. Which toy or gadget made you feel like you were living in the future?
The moon boots.
Moon boots. Those are ones with the little like trampolines in them
Yeah, you would like
where kids would fall and constantly break their teeth.
yes. My mom found one at the thrift store, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
pair. I had been begging her for a while, and one day we went to the thrift store and I saw the box there. And she's like, aren't those the shoes that you want? I was like, can I please have it, Mom? She's like, all right, let me see how much it is. She's like, yeah, go ahead and like take your shoes. she thought they were shoes. She didn't understand like what they
Oh,
were.
what they were.
Yeah. So when I got home, I put them on.
So did she dress you for school and say, "Here, put your new shoes on"?
No, I used to dress myself. My mom would be at work or coming home from work. Um, but I remember I put them on and me and my brothers were arguing over them. And my mom's like, "Why are you guys arguing over shoes?" I was like, "Mom, they're not shoes. I told you." And then she saw and she's like, "Oh, what an interesting little contraption."
Okay. For me, there's a few that come to mind, and a couple of them might sound silly, and you may not even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, there used to be this toy, and it was like a driving simulator,
I know which one you're talking about.
and you would like drive. They had a little steering wheel, and then you would like avoid hitting things, and then it
Yeah.
had the thing inside of it. I'm sure some of you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I remember.
And then I don't remember at what point, but I used to get my dad to buy me. They look like mini arcade cabinets.
Yeah.
Like you had Pac-Man, Frogger.
Wasn't there an asteroid game?
I don't remember, but I had the ones I had. I think I had Pac-Man and Frogger. I think there was a Donkey Kong one, and it was cool because they look like little arcade cabinets, like a desktop arcade cabinet. And I mean, it's not the graphics and all of that stuff. No, it's it's the 80s.
All pixelated.
So I thought those were the coolest things ever. And then they used to have like a digital watch. Something as simple as a digital watch. When I finally got one, I thought it was the coolest thing ever because, I mean, you could set an alarm. It had a little light in it.
Yeah.
Those were my technology.
You know what I thought was really like, whoa. Do you remember the Etch-a-Sketch?
Yes.
They got me one year. I don't know if it was like one of my aunts or one of my uncles, but they got it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I thought that was so cool.
Never had one.
Do you remember?
Light Bright, I never had either.
I had that, but that was from a garage sale. But I eventually got what's that called? It was the Easy Bake Oven.
Oh, uh-huh.
That's
Where you cook with a light bulb.
Yes, that's how I got into baking because I got a Easy Bake Oven.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was do you remember it was like a cardboard piece of toy or like it was like a square cardboard and it had a little face on it and it had this paper that you would like pull off and pull down.
Oh, yeah.
And it came with the pen.
With that little red plastic thing that was pointy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you had to to erase it, you would just
peel
pull
it.
it up
Yeah.
and then put it down and you could do I thought those were like the coolest toys I had.
You know what else was cool? As simple as it sounds, the paddle with the ball.
Oh, or the Slinky. I remember when the Slinky
The Slinky,
came out.
yeah, or the Rubik's
everybody-
Cube when that came out.
Yeah.
And then I've tried to be different, right? Because that's how I am. I always try to do different stuff. Instead of the Rubik's Cube, I think it was called the Missing Link, and it was chains
Yeah.
instead of like little color cubes.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. All right, Gloria Rosario. What was the weirdest school rule punishment or punishment you remember from the 80s or 90s?
A punishment?
Yes. What is the weirdest school rule or punishment?
School rule punishment.
School rule or punishment?
I don't know. We usually just to catch a whooping.
When you got home?
Yeah, if we did something.
Not in my school. I went to a private school, grade school. They would do spankings there.
Oh no. I'm trying to think. I don't know. They had like this stupid thing where if you got in trouble, you would have to stand facing the wall during recess.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I thought that was weird.
Like you were in the Blair Witch or what?
Yeah. You would have to spend depending on what it was that you did, you would have to stay facing the wall. And then once your punishment was over, if, it was cool, then you still had 10 minutes to play.
Okay. I vaguely remember something like that in grade school.
Yeah.
But in my school, they did do spanking,
No, not in our school.
and in my track record was spotless. This is a quick story for you guys. I was in second grade, Miss Abreu's class, and a buddy of mine and I decided to play cars. So we were playing cars, and right now I don't remember what happened and how I got involved, but I think it was us playing. She told us to stop because it was time to clean up and do something else. I proceeded to stop, right? Because I follow the rules and I pay attention and I'm a good boy.
Uh-huh.
And this knucklehead over here, I guess, wasn't paying attention or he's being an obnoxious jackass.
Uh-huh.
So he got in trouble. And because he got in trouble, I got in trouble.
That's not fair.
Right. It wasn't fair. So he ended up, I don't know what else he did. I don't know if he mouthed back to her or something like that. He did something where it deserved, but he was going to get a spanking. So then I got involved in it. And then because of guilt by association, I guess. And then I got a spanking. That was the only time I ever got spanked in school.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, to this day, I'm angry about that. And I think his name was Daniel. So if I ever see Daniel again on site.
Screw you, Daniel, from second grade in private school.
Unbelievable. And then, of course, then they got to tell your parents, like,
God.
we had to spank this kid today. And then they're like, what? What did he do? It's like, I didn't do anything. And of
That
course,
was the problem.
yeah, and then they didn't believe me. My mom didn't believe me. She like, so it's like, whatever. It's like, after that, I was just like jaded and angry the whole rest of the way.
My mom didn't really, she wouldn't, unless it was something like super bad, she wouldn't really discipline us. Like, if it was something like, oh, she talked back, well, what did you say to her? And then my mom would be like, yeah, she's defending herself, or, things like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. My brother George used to get in trouble because he had like a thick voice, even for a little kid.
Uh-huh.
And he'd be joking around, but the teacher would take it as like, oh, you're being disrespectful and you're yelling, but it wasn't that.
He is very respectful.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't listen to this show, so.
Here's a test. You smell like monkey butt, George.
He'll never hear it.
He'll never hear it.
I don't know. We kind of caught some people on some stuff, so I'm just saying. But that's okay. When all the sponsors pour in and we become millionaires, then we'll see. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, you want to add something else?
Nope, I'm done.
Oh, you're done. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Where did we leave off? Okay. So Chatgpt. Let's see. Which movie completely changed your view of the world back then and still hits today?
Dead Poet Society for me.
Really?
Yes.
When was it out?
I don't remember. I just remember that I was in 7th grade and we had this student teacher. He took over the class. Basically, the teacher would just sit and just do whatever, and he would take over the class. And during that period, I used to have to go see the social worker because, I was crazy.
Yes, it's still crazy,
I know.
even to this day.
But, he's like, today you're not going. He's like, you need to sit down. And I was like, what do you mean I'm not going? It's every Thursday or whatever day it was. And he's like, yeah, I talked to her and she agrees that you, out of all the students that I showed this movie to, he's like, you're going to understand it better. I was like, oh, all right, whatever. As long as we're watching a movie, not doing work, I'm good. And, I had only ever seen Robin Williams, in Goofy movies. But this was his first, serious role that I saw him in. And I completely loved the movie. To this day, it's one of my, if it's on TV, I'll watch it over and over and over. But, I don't know why it touched me so much, but I understood what the message was. So,
Right.
yeah, that would probably be it for me.
No, for sure. It was a great movie.
Oh, yes.
And I think Robin Williams was super underrated as like a serious actor.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was really good.
The part where they're like, "Oh, Captain, my Captain," and they're all getting up on the desks. I was like, "Yeah, anarchy."
Or the one that I remember, and I'm pretty sure this was in Deadpool, unless I'm thinking of what's the other movie? Was there a scene in there where uh, it was Matt Damon in that movie, right?
No, you're thinking about
Goodwill Hunting.
Goodwill Hunting. That was Goodwill Hunting, where he's sitting there talking about his wife, I think.
Wasn't there was I don't know if it's which movie was this where Robin Williams tells him it's not your fault, and then he kept talking, and then he would just look at him and say it's not your fault.
Yeah, that was Goodwill Hunting.
It was Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah.
Okay. Regardless, I mean, I think Robin Williams was pretty underrated when it came to his acting.
Yeah, I love his.
They just thought he was some weird spaz, like funny guy, but I thought he was
had
good.
a lot of depth to him.
Yeah, he did. Mine, I guess. I've watched so many movies and TV shows. The first one that comes to mind is Breakfast Club,
Oh yeah,
and that's straight up 80s.
definitely.
And I don't know why it changed out. It says change your viewer still hits today. I don't know. Maybe it's just the people that have differences coming together.
Yeah.
And at the end, they ended up becoming friends, like best friends.
Right.
And then, like, despite all the rebellion against authority and parents and stuff like that,
And expectations, if you
and
think about it.
expectations, they like found their, I guess, true selves. They figured it out, and then at the end, it was kind of like it just clicked. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe people can like argue that or whatever.
Different movies hit different people, different ways. I think it has a lot to do with maturity and your understanding of the movie.
So yeah, I'd like to hear other people's opinion on all of these things. So yeah, chime in when you can. Yes, no, okay, fine. We'll move on then. All right. What was your ultimate back to school outfit or look that made you feel unstoppable?
They were lucky I put pants on.
Okay.
I don't know. I've always had my own thing. Like, I didn't care to impress people when I was little, and I still don't care for it now. I'll walk around in pajamas.
Same. But for me back then, it was all about the shoes.
The shoes? Yeah.
All about the shoes, I think, anyways. Let's see. You had your Shelto Adidas, the Pumas. Well, you had the breakdancing, right? You had the fat laces, which I still rock to this day. I do. I have like a Shelto Adidas around here with some fat breakdancer laces on them.
Let me tell you. Maybe it was when I was in elementary school. I was more into like the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we went to Payless.
Well, the good old Pro Wings.
Yeah. No, so one year my mom had gotten me My Little Pony shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I was the coolest kid ever to like walk the earth.
I'm at the risk of making myself sound super old.
What?
One of my favorite pair of shoes that I ever got were the Kangaroos.
Oh, wow.
I thought I was the coolest kid because the Kangaroos had a pouch in them, like a pocket, and the shoe. It's like, what? A pocket in a shoe?
I could put my 50 cents in there.
I could put a quarter in my shoe.
Wow.
Yeah, but a quarter would buy you 25 pieces of candy back then.
I know. So what else did I have? I had the My Little Pony ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom splurged and got me a second pair, so I got the Cabbage Patch shoes.
Oh, I remember those.
Yes, I rocked those too.
I think I'm going to find you a pair for Christmas. Size 10, please.
9.5, please.
Oh.
9.5.
Yeah, but yeah, to me, it's always where was the shoes, and then basketball shoes were starting to get hot. So like the Jordans came out,
Yeah.
and then my parents would never buy me a pair of Jordans because, for one thing, guys would get jumped. You know,
For
like
those shoes, I
yeah,
remember that.
for the shoes, and then back then, really, the hot thing was starter jackets.
Oh, I had the starter jackets.
People would get jumped for their starter jackets, and they didn't want to give me any of that stuff because we always lived in not always, but we lived in not so good neighborhoods,
Yeah.
and for sure they would have got it. It would have got stolen.
Okay, so I had the most basic starter jacket, but it was my favorite.
What was that?
Take a guess.
You're not gonna say the Charlotte Hornets one, right?
Everybody and their mother had that.
I don't know what it was with that one. Everybody loved that one. Maybe it was the color scheme.
I love the colors and I love the B logo.
Yeah, well, a
Yes.
Hornet.
Yeah, the Hornet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That and then I had it was like a jacket, windbreaker that I had, but it was like a jacket. And it had the Chicago Bulls logo and it had like the red and black collar.
Right.
Those two were my favorite.
Yeah, not me. I would just have just a basic little old coat.
No, if there was one, my mom, she would spoil us when she could, but she always made sure that we were dressed decent.
Mm.
And I remember if she let me dress myself, I think I've told this story before. I had woken up before my mom got home from work and she was working overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why we were alone. So I thought I was late for school for some reason. So I got dressed. I put on, I think it was like red shoes, green socks, like this pink shirt with like sparkly,
Boy.
like sequins, and green shorts, like neon green shorts. So I look like a clown, right? I went into my mom's dresser and I got her red lipstick and I put red lipstick. I thought I was fierce, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I don't know if fierce is the word for it.
No, more like clown.
Wow.
But I remember my mom came home and she panicked because she didn't see me. So she had to drive around looking and looking and looking, and she finally found me. Man, when I tell you she snatched me up in the car real quick, threw my bike because I was riding my bike to work or to school. My mom was like, why would you do that? You know you can get kidnapped. And she's just going on and on and on. And I was crying because I was like, I just wanted to go to school. I thought I was late. She's like, you don't go to school until I come home. I was like, I don't know. I just thought I was going to be late. And then I got punished.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, only a couple more. When you think of your childhood home, what's the first sound you remember hearing?
Of home?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay. There's nothing that pops into your brain? For me, it's my mom yelling about something. What did you do now? Wait till your father gets home.
No. I mean, we were alone most of the time. You know what I mean? Like, for me, was probably the sound that reminds me of home. I don't know. I really don't have any. I have smells that remind me of home.
Well, that, yeah, like your mom's
pine
cooking.
sol, cooking, my mom's
Pines.
rice.
To this day, I don't like that smell.
El pinol.
Yeah. Now it's what? Fabuloso?
Fabuloso. No, I remember that when my mom would be off of work, we would come home and the house would smell so good because she'd be cooking,
Yeah.
We barely ate American food. Like, I know you've made fun of me because of it, but I was like, we really didn't know, like, what American food was until we were a little bit older and discovered, like, McDonald's and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, for us, the treat was, like, beans and tortillas. Like, hell yeah, pop that stuff on a plate and let me eat.
All right. Let's see. What was your favorite thing to waste time on before phones existed?
Being outside, running amok.
Yeah, being outside. And then when video games started becoming a thing, playing video games.
I don't know.
Although it's not as bad as like now, or
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like, my mom, the first thing she would do on a Saturday morning is feed us, make sure that we were dressed and had our outside shoes, and then she'd be like, "Get out, go. I don't want to see you guys for the rest of the day.
that is true. That's how parents were back then. It was like, all right, get out of my face.
Get out." No, so we would just come home to eat like lunch,
Mm.
and then we'd stay in for a little bit, and then my mom would be like, "Okay, get out, go. I don't care. Go back on your bikes and just get the hell out." And we would just disappear.
Yeah, that was kind of like that when I was a kid too.
Yeah, like we would play like video games, but
But it's like not now. I mean, you still went outside. You still
yeah, we wanted to be outside with all of our little
hung out. Yeah,
like doing stupid things. So yeah.
yeah. All right, the last one, and let's see if this one's the money winner. Let's see the jackpot. If you could relive one Gen X summer day exactly as it was, what would you be doing?
Sitting at the park, just with my friends and hanging out.
Mm.
And it wasn't like a regular park. It was like it's Lego Pika. It still exists to this day, but they changed like it looks different.
Hmm.
But we just used to go and hang out there, like sit at the bench and just talk. A bunch of us, like it was just hanging out. And I think the thing was is that you were just with your core friends most of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So for me, it was that was like, not too hot. Just in that evening when the sun is still up, but it's starting to cool off a little bit.
Hmm.
You're with your friends. You get your little ice cream when the ice cream man comes, and you just sit there talking to your friends.
Right. Yeah, I would think that's for me. It's the same. Me being outside playing basketball, playing softball,
Anything, yeah.
riding our bikes.
Just having actual conversations with people.
And then sometimes it was just something as simple as sitting on your front stairs,
Yeah.
or sitting on your front porch and like just playing until like the lights started going on and like you could hear I don't know, crickets or cicadas or whatever, and in the summertime, and those were great. Those days were great.
Yeah, I miss those days.
Yeah. All right, that's it for that. What did you think, Mrs. Rosario?
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. That brought back a lot of fond memories.
Yes, a lot of fond ones.
Yes.
And now we have,
Misery and spills.
now we're adults that have mortgages.
Mortgage.
Mortgage.
What were we thinking? I was in such a hurry to become an adult.
Oh, who are you telling? And then now that you're an adult, it's like, can I be a kid again, please?
I don't want to be a kid.
That's probably why I got a room full of toys.
We have a room full of toys.
Does anybody want some toys?
No, they don't want toys, and they don't want cats, and they don't want my dog.
I'm looking to get rid of some stuff. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to us babble for however long that was. I appreciate you as always. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to visit the website. The website is sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. And like I said, if you guys got any comments, questions, or anything, don't hesitate to drop us a line at the email, sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. And visit us on all the socials, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. And like I said, TikTok's the hottest one. So that's where we do a lot of our engagement and stuff like that. So feel free to join. And also, hit us up on the Sessions and Listens TikTok and join the group. And then I think that's it. Anything to add, Gloria?
Yes, if for some reason or another you don't feel like directly emailing us, just go ahead to the website, go down to the drop-down menu, and go to the contribute button. And there you can leave us messages, positives, negatives, whatever you want. Also, we didn't talk about it, but if you guys haven't already, head to YouTube and look us up. We put up our first video. It was just messing around trying to see how it works.
Yeah, it was a little trial run that we did. Plus, Gloria wanted to show off our this year's Halloween costumes. We were Care Bears. So if you guys want to see Joel Rosario in a Care Bears costume and Gloria in a Care Bears costume, head on over to YouTube right now. It's on there. And then let us know what you think.
All right, guys, that's it for today. We'll see you later.
All right, guys. See you on the next one.